About how to teach math in foundational level, foundational stage. I am discussing content from National Curriculum Framework, foundational stage 2022. Basically, today I will discuss about teaching of mathematics. What are blocks of teaching for mathematics instruction? To become mathematically proficient, children need to build conceptual understanding, procedural understanding, a strategic competence, application, communication and reasoning, and a positive attitude towards mathematics. All these stands of mathematical proficiency can be designed in the following four blocks for the daily classroom process. A mathematical approach process must be the basis of and based on the nature of the task. So, first, I will discuss block 1, that is known as oral math talk. At the beginning of class, for 5 to 10 minutes, children could sing a poem with numbers or discuss their experiences with mathematics or problems they encounter in their life. Discussion can also be on oral calculation, concept, strategies, and reasoning. It works as a warm up activity before going into the formal teaching process. और मैं सच बता रहा हूँ, oral math talk इन द क्लासरूम वर्क्स अ लॉट. सो अगर हम बात करें ब्लॉक वन में क्या करेंगे, तो ब्लॉक वन में हम ओरल मैथ टॉक करते हैं. इट कैन बी मैथ पोएम, ओरल कैलकुलेशन, कॉन्सेप्ट चिल्ड्रन एक्सपीरियंस. ब्लॉक टू की जब बात करते हैं तो डेट इज अ स्किल टीचिंग. इट कंबाइन ऑल स्ट्रैंड ऑफ प्रोफिशिएंसी. ब्लॉक थ्री स्किल प्रैक्टिस, procedural, conceptual problem solving, and reasoning. Block 4 Math game, reinforcing learning and problem solving. So basically, four blocks, four model, four blocks for model mathematics teaching. So I have discussed block 1. Second block 2 is a skill teaching, combining all strands. This is teaching mathematical concepts, problem solving, and communication through concrete experience, systematic activities, and instructions that follow the gradual release of responsibility. Uh, Approach, though not necessarily in the same sequence for every activity or mathematical task, teacher could also anticipate a mathematics task and let children solve it independently before providing guiding support. This approach also known as constructive struggling. So every child must get an opportunity to learn, explain, and be given feedback. Block 3, that is a skill practice, providing children with various kinds of rich mathematical tasks based on concepts, process, problem solving, reasoning, and communication for practicing mathematical skills. This can be through a workbook, textbook, or a teacher created task set. Block 4 Math game for reinforcing learning, or you can say problem solving. So, children enjoy playing games. There could be various kinds of mathematical games which help children to strengthen their learning in various ways. These games must be based on problem solving, concept as well as reasoning. Group wise games can also be planned according to the learning level of the children. The total suggested time in the day for mathematics is 60 minutes. So remember, I am talking about foundational stage that start at 3 year to 8 year. When we talk about national education policy language, so it is 5. So 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. So we are discussing right now about 5. Age group 3 to 8 years. So the total suggested time in the day for mathematics is 60 minutes. Now we will discuss about individual. Block 1 and 2. Math oral talk. Objective as warm up activities for encouraging oral math. Suggested strategy and approach open ended large group discussion. It can be singing poem, talk about children real life math experience, concept, oral calculation, reasoning, 5 to 10 minutes. When we talk about a skill teaching, combining all strands, so it can be helping children to achieve mathematical skill through a structured instruction activity. GRR, ELPS, problem solving approach, conducting activities to will, concepts, process, application, strategy, and reasoning. It can be for 20 to 25 minutes. Block 3 and 4. So, block 3 and 4 focuses on a skill practices and math game for reinforcing learning. So, block 3 and 4 objective helping children to master skills through a skills practice, reinforcing taught skills through games, focusing on problem solving. Suggested activity can be providing math tasks through workbook and worksheets. It can be individual peer group practice, playing math games with children to reinforce learning and supporting children who are struggling. It can be 15 minutes. So it is combining exclusive class, inclusive class, where a teacher is focusing on each and every individual, whether a child is performing as per his class pace or a child is struggling to perform in the class pace. So these four blocks we are discussing. Next, we can discuss about creating a positive classroom environment. But before creating, discussing about the creating positive environment in the classroom, once again we are discussing with you block of teaching for mathematics instruction. So I'm going to conclude. Class could be of 60 minutes. A teacher can complete 60 minutes in four block. Block 1 oral math talk, block 2 a skill teaching, block 3 a skill practice, block 4 math game. Math game is reinforcing learning and problem solving. So hope we now we can teach math in a proper way. Thank you so much.